got a grasp on the understanding, sis?
She was just saying something about the fringes. She was just saying something about the fringes.
Okay, so you ever seen the fringes before? Hey, check this out. So before I learned this, I've never seen them either. Like, this was all new to me, right? Give me Numbers 15:38, right? So, he gave you the spill on the commandments. It's more commandments than the 10. We're going to give you, or we're giving you the commandments that you won't find inside the 10. Does that make sense? All praise. Now, this is one of them. It goes for not only us, not only for, it goes for the whole nation of Israel. Because you got some commandments, it's like I always say, some commandments don't pertain to you. Some commandments don't pertain to me. Dealing with this, the women and how they present themselves, that don't pertain to me. I'm not a woman. Some commandments only pertain to the Levites. That don't pertain to me. More than likely, I'm not a Levite. You see what I'm saying? Or one of the tribes of the nation of Israel, right? So this is one of the commandments that pertains to all of us, all right?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Numbers is one of the books in the so-called Torah. The first 5 books is called the Torah, and that's where you're going to find all your laws and commandments, right?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
So when you hear children of Israel, it's talking to us as a whole, okay?
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So the borders of your garment, where is that at? That's the bottom of your shirt, right? Or for a woman, that would be the bottom of her dress, right? The border of your garment, the very bottom, right?
Throughout their generations.
Throughout their generations, meaning back then from when this was written, even to this very day, right? Throughout their generations. We're still generating, right? Still having kids, right? So throughout your generations, you're going to have to do this.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
That they put upon the fringe that's on the border of their shirt or dress a ribbon of blue. Now take a gaze, right? You got that brother, he got the dark blue with the gray going on with the gold. He had to flex on us a little bit. We love it though. I got the navy going on, and he got the light blue. That's a nice color, right? The brother got the royal blue going on. Now, what do you notice about all this? It's all derivative of blue, right? So the Lord said, and the reason why it's blue, why do you think it's blue? I want to hear why you think it's blue first.
Water is blue.
Water is blue. Well, yeah. It could be blue, right? But like I just said about this brother, his shirt is royal blue, right?
The sky is blue.
Not quite. What's going on, family? How y'all feeling? Right? Not quite. Right? Like I said, royal blue. Blue is a royal color, right? Give me the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 13. I'm going to show you something real quick. Y'all got some time on y'all real quick? A little bit? Y'all got to go? All right, all praises.
All praises.
Now, I'm showing this sister something that we're commanded. You see this sign right here? Right? So this would be the nation of Israel, right? It's composed of 12 tribes, right? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Whatever your father, that's what you are, right? My father, he's a so-called African-American. I'm a so-called African-American. I would more than likely be from the tribe of Judah, all right? So stay with me. So the Lord gave us, as Israelites, commandments to keep, right? He said, this is one of them. He said we got to wear the fringes. Now, you see all of us, we got these fringes on. You might not have seen them before, right? Now it's a fashion sense. People kind of cut at the bottom of their shirt. Now they kind of wearing their fringes out on their jeans, their denim, right? But it's a commandment that we got to wear these with the border of blue. Now we showing her why we have to wear the ribbon. The ribbon has to be blue, right? Watch this. Yeah, 1 Chronicles 16:13.
This is the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse number 13.
Bring it out.
Oh, ye seed of Israel.
Oh, yea, bloodline, because y'all my family. You my brother. That's my sister right there, right? This is my sister, right? We all one family. That's something we fail to understand as a nation, is that we all related. You know how siblings, they fight, they don't talk to each other. Then their parents tell them to do something. Mom say, you got to pass me the controller. Then y'all cool again, right? That's kind of how we are. We all a nation, we all one family, one nation of people. So he's speaking to us, right? As a whole.
O ye seed of Israel,
right? O ye bloodline of the nation of Israel,
his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen one.
His what?
His chosen one.
We're the children of who?
His chosen one.
Right? The children of Jacob, his chosen ones. So being the chosen ones, we're going to get a little bit special treatment, right? You go to McDonald's, you got the dollar menu, right? And then you kind of got that deluxe menu that, your parents don't really get. They don't really talk about, right? You got the double Big Mac, right? You got these premium features that cost a little extra. Now we're that nation that we kind of cost a little extra. The Lord said we're His chosen one. So that's why the border of blue is important, right? Not only is it, go back to Numbers 15, right? Not only is it an occasion to show that we have to keep the commandments, right, by looking at them, but it shows that we are also a royal nation. That's what the border of blue represents. And I'm gonna leave y'all off on this. I know y'all gotta go. If y'all got a little time, y'all could definitely listen, right? But y'all got the flyer, right?
Yeah, we'll go down the street.
Okay, bet. Watch this. Right, this is the last one I'm gonna let y'all have.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 39. And it shall come unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
That we look upon it, because it ain't, a lot of people, they say, oh, I like what's on your shirt. Or a lot of people, they might say the opposite. What you got that on your shirt for, right? Now, it's not a fashion statement or nothing like that. We're told to wear this stuff, right? But it's a reason. The Lord said that ye may look upon it and do what?
And remember all the commandments.
Right? And remember all the commandments, right? From the 10 commandments to even this commandment, telling us to wear, So it's to remember when we go out in public. You might go to Waffle House, and it's a commandment to not eat pork, right? We might go to Waffle House and ask for a sausage biscuit or whatever they sell, anything with bacon, the All-Star plate, right? That's what it's called, the All-Star plate, yeah. You might get the All-Star plate from Waffle House, and you kind of sit down, you look at your friend just like, dang, hold on, what I just ordered? And they got bacon on it. Now you remember, okay, I can't do that. I got to remember to keep the commandments, right?
Remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes.
So that we don't do the things that we want to do, because you got to understand, it's a battle between the flesh and the spirit, constantly, right? So it's not what I want to do, it's what the Most High want me to do. Because we understand, he made us His chosen, as His children, to avoid the ass whooping that He's given us, right? We have to do what He tells us to do, right?
After which ye used to go a whoring.
Basically do what we want to do our own thing. So that's why we wear the fringes, to remember I can't do certain things. I got to be set apart as the Lord called me. Does that make sense? All praise to the Most High. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath, all right? Definitely good chopping it up with y'all. Yeah, if y'all got any questions, check out the flyer, okay? All praise. You out here, sister? Okay, all praise. Stay safe regardless, right? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 29. You good, Doc? Everything good? Kind. Good. I'm kind of digging this spot. They kind of blessed us.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging it.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, over there we was kind of limited. We was backs against the wall.
Yeah.
Now you kind of head on the swivel.
Yeah.
You got 5 different points to look at. I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
And they kind of, and no complaints.
And they got the hill because they coming to the fire.
They got the fair. They got tours to like Margaritaville.
God.
But to hear when they sitting over here
They ain't got no choice. They have to hear it. Right? You got people across the street recording. I dig it. They kind of blessed us.
Hey man, the Most High know what He be doing.
Hey, you know what He be doing, man. And it just so happened as soon as we stood up there, they want to pull up. So it was supposed to happen.
Supposed to happen.
All praises.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God.
If you want to seek the Most High God, you have a lot of our people saying, I'm on a quest to find God. A lot of people are saying, I just got into my Bible. My girl got me into the Bible. My family's trying to get me into the scriptures. If you truly want to seek the Most High God, according to what the scripture says and not what our pastors are telling us, right?
Thou shalt find Him.
You heard that? If you seek the Most High God, you're going to find Him, right? Because you're on a quest to find Him. He can be found if you're looking. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got 1 minute? For the Lord, God? Y'all gotta go? Y'all stay safe, all right? Much love. Y'all stay safe. Y'all can come through.
God. Thou seek, find Him. If thou seek Him with all thy heart.
With all your heart. So if you're truly sincere about serving the Most High, right? Because I'm not going to say believe everything we tell you. You got to read it for yourself. That's the biggest problem with our people is they take whatever is fed to them. Because we're sheep. We're attracted. We follow the shepherd. Anything that's told to us, we're going to follow it. Any trend, you got to notice the patterns of our people. Any trend that's out there, we follow it. Go on TikTok. See the dances they're doing. right? See what our young girls are doing. They're just following what the older girls are doing. So I'm saying the young men, they're following what their big brothers and cousins are doing. So I'm saying, so we're people that follow trends, follow what's in right now, right? If the Bible was in right now, everybody would be following it, right? But it's not. And the Lord made it that way for a reason. He wanted certain people to come into this thing, right? So the Lord said, if you're sincere and if you truly want to serve the Most High and get the reward He promised, watch this.
If thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul,
Right.
when thou art in tribulation,
Right? When you're in trouble, when you're going through some things, right?
and all these things are come upon thee,
Right? You see the curses on our people,
even in the latter days,
right? Even to this very day, because we understand we're in the last days. It's not hard to see it, right? Even though, you got mirth going on, you got, good times going at Centennial Olympic, right? The Ferris wheel, right? You got good times going on in the midst of chaos, right? That's one of the so-called white man's favorite quote is order out of chaos, right? So, you have a lot of things going on, right? We understand according to the Bible that these are the last days.
if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and shall be obedient unto his voice.
If we be obedient and do the commandments, the ones we just gave you, and like I said, or like the brother said, it's patience. It's a game of patience. You're not gonna get it the first time. You might get it the first time, right? You might not get it overnight. You might get it the very next hour. You see what I'm saying? You might condemn pork forever in the next 5 minutes, right?
Verse 31, for the Lord thy God is a merciful God.
He's very merciful though.
He will not forsake thee.
Uh-oh. It says God's not gonna forsake. He's not gonna leave you in the dust. Well, you think the Most High, He created all things and had a chosen people, and He just gonna leave them in the dust? He's not gonna forget about you. Y'all hear that, sister? God's not gonna forget about you if you do what He tell you to do, right?
Neither destroy thee.
He's not gonna destroy you if you seek Him. That's like saying, I want to find who my real parents are. I find them, and then, well, people do that nowadays. I can't give that example, right? But that's like saying you want to find the Most High God, and He condemn you for trying to find Him, right? And He tells you to find Him. He's not a hypocrite. You see what I'm saying?
Nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he sware unto them.
Right? And it was a promise made to our fathers that we was going to come back. Right? Give me the book of Baruch chapter 3 and verse 10. Now check this out. You see this little red book? It comes in different shapes. All praise. Right? It comes in different shapes, sizes, but it's called the Apocrypha. Right? And this Apocrypha is 14 books that was taken out of the Bible. Right? By the Protestant church. They deemed it uncanonical, meaning they were saying it shouldn't belong in the Bible, right? What's going on, Karen? With the red locks? How you feeling? Right? They were saying it doesn't belong in the Bible. However, these books have always been in the Bible. It's called the Apocrypha. It's on the front. Yep, 14 books. Now, in one of those books, a lot of these books deal heavily on the things that we was going to go through. Right? It's unrefutable truth. It's things that you can't say that we don't go through. Now, in the book of Baruch, it's going to tell you some things that we go through to this very day. Read 3 and 10.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse number 10. How happeneth,
Start at verse 8. My bad.
verse 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day. Now, remember, the Bible, it still pertains to this day. Right? So he's saying we are yet this day in our captivity. Not so much of a physical cotton picking captivity anymore, but we're now in a mental state of we don't know who we are, right? We work for people that we aspire to be like, the enemy. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in the same conditions, right? So we're in a mental state of captivity. Keep going.
Where thou hast scattered us.
Right? This is the place, or one of the designated places that the Lord scattered us, right?
For a reproach and a curse.
You heard that, sis? Read that again.
For a reproach and a curse.
A reproach, and we've been cursed. Read Deuteronomy 28. It talks about the curses of how we're going to end up on slave ships. It talks about how we're going to end up picking cotton, picking sugarcane, like you said, right? We've been here for a reproach and a curse, right?
And to subject the payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Now we're paying for what our forefathers did. Excuse me, sister, with the braids.
which departed from the Lord our God. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life.
Right? He's saying, hear the commandments of life. Give me Proverbs 6 and 23. Right? It's saying, hear Israel, the commandments of life. What do you think that means?
Hear the commandments of the what?
Exactly. You said it. Hear the commandments. That's all the Lord is telling us to do is listen to the commandments when they're being brought out and do them. You see what I'm saying? Right? Y'all got 1 minute, family?
1 minute for the word.
Bring that out
For the
there.
word.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
For the commandment is a lamp.
So the commandment is a lamp. What do you do with a lamp?
Use for life.
You turn it on when it's dark, right? Now the Lord says that we're in a world of darkness. He called us into the light, out of the darkness into the marvelous light, right? So the Lord said the commandment is a lamp, right? It's going to give you the light.
And the law is light.
These things are going to illuminate your path so you know where to go, right? It's going to be a guide for you, right? What's going on, family? How y'all feeling?
I'm good. I appreciate the family introduction.
Ah, that's what we is, though, King.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
my name is King, bro. So
All
you ain't
praise to the
no
Most
voice.
High.
My real name.
All praise. Y'all got 1 minute?
Yeah, we got a minute for you, bro.
Hey, all praise, all praise. So we was telling the sister where she came from, her history. Right? Check this out. Y'all see yourself on the sign right here?
Okay.
Both of y'all. I want all of y'all to come in. Y'all too. Y'all family as well in the back.
Y'all got a
Right?
minute for the
Check
word.
this out. Where you see yourself? Well, I'm going to ask this. Where is your father from? Okay. What was his nationality? Your earthly father. Earthly father.
I don't even know. I only got one guy. You feel me? I don't
Okay.
know that nigga, bro.
I feel you.
Friend though, nigga.
So check me out. We are here to tell our people that we are the lost, not even lost, but we're the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, right? Whatever your father is, that's what you are. What you got for me? Moving that out.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself.
So you believe in the Bible, right?
I do.
Or you believe in the Most High?
I do.
All praises. All right, now I'm going to show you something that the Bible said. When we read the Bible, you got to understand that this is a book of family history, black history. You watch reality TV? No? You don't watch? Okay, you heard of it though. Yeah, all praises. I'm glad you don't, right?
I wouldn't say I believe it, but I would definitely say I'm in tune with
Okay, well,
most parts.
okay.
I gotta listen to my own.
Okay, check this out. I'm gonna see if this resonates. Right? This is something that's by us, for us. Just keep that in mind. This is our hand, our forefathers, your uncle, your great grandfathers. This is his hands on paper. Right? Check me out.
And thou, even thyself.
So he's saying, and you, even yourself, right? And me, even his sister right there, right? All of us, right? If we were black, Hispanic, and Native American descent, right? Check this out. What is this going to say?
Shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Right? Why do you think we're called African American? Afro-American. Niggas, spics, Negroes, right? Give me some more, right? African descendants of slaves, spics, monkeys, wetbacks. We're called all these different things, but we're not called by our true heritage. The Lord never called us a spic or a wetback. Give me Acts 13 and 1. Hey, God, that's a good one. Oh, yeah.
It's not an act, bro. It's not an act. It's real.
It's real, right? It is real.
It's not an act. It's real. It's a strip
I ain't write it,
Yeah.
right? Give me the book of Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Watch this.
You got 40 seconds, bro.
All right. I'm going to make it fast.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Right? Now there were in the church that was at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon,
You had certain men, right, that came from our bloodline.
that
Was called
It
nigger.
was called what?
That was
Nigger.
called nigger.
One more time.
That was called nigger.
It was being called niggas since the Bible, way back when. See what I'm saying? So this is a book by us for us. I'm gonna get this last one.
It's a whole tribe and China called the nigga tribe.
All right, see, but we scattered everywhere. So hey, you right. Go back to Jeremiah 17. I'm gonna finish out on this. I just want you to take this into. I know you ain't got a lot of time, but just take it into consideration.
Discontinue from thy heritage.
So this nation will be discontinued from their heritage, not being known what to be called, because we just follow everything we see.
That I gave thee. I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
We went into a land that we never knew. We served our enemies. We still in that land to this very day.
In the land which thou knowest not.
We didn't know what that land was when we was on the West Coast, right?
Oh, praise.
Right? You an Israelite, King. That's your nationality. Check out that flyer, King. They got the YouTube, the email if you got questions, all that.
Hey, King.
All praise to the Most High. All praises.
Your folks spoke Hebrew. Your folks spoke Hebrew.
But does that make
Yeah,
sense,
I know.
sister?
Yeah,
We're
they
the Israelites. We
do.
discontinued from our heritage. We forgot who we were, right? Now we're subject unto payments, not knowing who we are, and we're in the midst of our captivity, right? That's said the Bible. That's why we come out here to tell our people and to show love, right? Everything is. Oh, go ahead.
After we got off this slave ship, hey, everything was taken away from us. Who we are, where we came from,
brother, man. Thanks for the
where we originate, is not. They don't want to tell us that.
And we was given religion. All praise to the Most High. Y'all, hey, you saying what?
Y'all be safe.
Oh, praises. She said shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we praise the Most High God, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Right, all praise. Y'all stay safe.
All right, guys. Good night. I'm going.
Okay, sister. But you got to understand, you got the flyer, right? You got everything you need, right? If you got any questions, reach out to us on the email.
We here every week. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be right here every Saturday. Right? Much love.
Thank you.
All
Love you
praise to the
too.
Most High. Whew. Give me the book of Malachi 3:16. Yeah, I dig it. I dig this. They done messed up.
They done messed up.
They done messed up.
They done let the bruise in the
They done let the
building.
bruise in the on the damn Ferris wheel.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Then they that fear the Lord speak often one to another.
Right, so we come out here to speak often to the Most High. Right, every single day, brothers are on the phone, linking up. Hey, brothers, what y'all got going on? How brothers feeling? Right, checking up on each other's spirit. We're caring, and that wasn't even the precept that I was looking for. But we caring for each other's spirit. Hey, what's going on, King? I like your locks, brother. They fresh. Hey, can I show you something real quick? All right. Our forefathers had locks, all right? They was in the Bible.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High, right?
You still want to go in there? Or you want this one? Yeah. That's the way you want it? Okay, you want me to read that one? This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For I am the Lord, I change not.
And I got that confused. My bad, it's a lot. But the Lord, He doesn't change.
He doesn't
right?
change.
Anything we do, all throughout history, the Lord had one message for us. Keep the commandments.
That's right.
Now y'all just got to have faith in Christ.
That's right.
Because y'all messed up so bad, y'all can't do sacrifice no more.
That's
Because
right.
y'all wanted to prepare your sacrifice, then go off. Now all I'm asking y'all is to get on your knees, repent,
That's right.
and keep the commandments.
That's right.
What's going on, family? How y'all feeling?
How y'all doing?
Hey, can I show you something? It's going to take a minute.
1 minute.
All right.
One
You
minute.
sure? You might not see me again. All right, brother. Y'all stay safe, all right? All praise to the Most High. Lord willing, one day. You know, I love talking to my people. The Lord said they spake often one to another, right? Read that again.
Verse number 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Right? We're not consumed. Judith 8:24. Right? The Lord, He doesn't change, so we shouldn't change our mannerisms one toward another. What's going on, King? How you feeling? Can I say something real quick? Just real
1
quick,
minute.
I promise.
1 minute, King.
1 minute, brother.
1 minute,
I
King.
promise.
All praise
praise.
to the Most High
All
God.
praises. I like to make it speedy. I ain't gonna take up a lot of your time. How you
All
feeling?
praise.
Right? I like to check up on my people, see how they doing, they will be, and all that. Right? So the reason why we are here, I'm gonna cut to the chase. Right? The reason why we out here is to show our people that we're God's chosen people. A lot of our people, they've given up on hope, especially nowadays. Whether it's they're looking for a family, they're looking for a job, and they just can't find it. Some things just seem to go wrong with us. Why? It's for a reason. Right? Give me the book of Jeremiah 17:4. Right? I promise I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna take a lot of time.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse number 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself.
So he's saying, right, because we believe in God, we believe in the Bible, but we're not necessarily Christians in the sense of we're not religious, right? This is just the book of our heritage, our fathers and the people that came before them, and they're telling us to don't make the same mistakes that they made, right? Keep the commandments and have faith, right? That you're going to be saved. Keep the commandments that you're going to have a better life, right, in the time to come. That's all we trying to pass on to our people. So watch this.
Shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So he's saying, right, he was a prophet, right? His name was Jeremiah back in the day. Uncle Jeremiah, I'm gonna call him Uncle Jeremiah, right? Uncle Jeremiah is telling us that we're gonna discontinue from who we are. Now, you have, I'm using an example, the Asian man, right? In school, have you ever heard about the XX dynasty? They had different dynasties, right? How come they know the school system can tell us who their dynasties are? Right? We have president's tests I used to have to take in school. I had to learn from Washington all the way to Donald Trump, right? How come I had to learn about America's history before my own? The only thing I knew about my history in school was that I was a slave, a nigga that served the white man. That's it. How come we're not taught who we were? Because we were kings according to the Bible. We was royalty, still to this day. Nothing's changed, right? So how come that changed, right? You got the answer for me? Can I show you the answer? All praises.
Discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So we wasn't gonna be known as the Hebrew Israelites, right? You see yourself on the sign right here. I know, you know, we're not used to being called, you know, the things on the right hand of the sign. We're more accustomed to being called the things on the left hand side. So I'm asking you this: where's your father from? It's gonna all connect, I promise. America, right? Will he be classified as Jamaican, Native American, African American? So more than likely, give me numbers 1 and 18. He would be from the tribe of Judah, right? That's the same tribe that Christ himself came from, right? So you got the blood of Christ running in you.
Literally.
Right? Literally running in you, right? We come from the same people. We come from the same men that was written in the book.
That's right.
Drop that. Give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. And I'm going to leave you off with 2 more. Is that cool? All praise. One more?
One more.
I can't get 2 more? Okay. I want to show you that you're more than what everybody else calls you.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse number 6.
Doing, family?
For thou art an holy people.
What's up,
You know what holy means?
How you doing? What's your name?
What it mean? Okay, that's good. But okay, now that's what the world would tell you what it is. It's a way easier definition. A lot of things in the Bible are made way simpler, right? The word holy just means set apart. That just means like you got 6 pairs of shoes and those slides might be your favorite. And you might go to the store in them, right? You might get on the Ferris wheel with them slides. You know what I'm saying? You done some things in them slides, right? But as an example, right? That just means they're set apart. They're different, right? You treat them differently. You might kind of take them home and kind of rub them down. You know, get that one scuff of dirt off of them. You treat them better than you would treat any other pair of shoe. Now, read that again from the top, King. I promise this is the last one. Right? Because us being holy, set apart, we got to understand what the context of these words mean, right? Or else we're not going to know what we are. You see what I'm saying?
For thou art an holy people.
So the Lord said we set apart. Look at that brother behind you, right? His hair grows upwards. Why does every other nation hair grow downwards? You see what I'm saying? We're different by nature, right? The way we dress, everybody tries to emulate us, right? The way we dress, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we rap, everything that we do, everybody tries to emulate it. The Black, Hispanic, and Native American are the top nation and kings on the earth, right? Keep going.
Unto the Lord thy God.
And we special to the Lord. We ain't got to be special for nobody else. You know, we special to the Most High that created everything that you see.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
He chose you to be a special people, set apart, different.
Unto himself.
Unto Buddha.
Unto himself.
Unto Ishmael.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. You ain't got to be special for no other person but God, right?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
And that's what we tell our people. You're above all people. The Lord told you to just keep the commandments and believe that you're going to be saved out of this place. Because not right now we're in the land of our captivity, right? And we got to understand that as a people who's at the bottom of the barrel, because we got curses in the Bible that's on us, right? The people that's at the bottom of the barrel, the Lord gave us better hope, better things to look forward to, right?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 4 and verse 22. Look,
so you got the hands on the hips. Yeah. Okay. The last one.
Now the verse said we part of royalty, right? So you'll be an Israelite because it said that we are God's chosen people, right? So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 4 and 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son.
Is my who?
Is my son.
We are the sons of the living God.
Even my firstborn.
And the firstborn get everything. You know, the firstborn, you know, he don't get hand-me-downs. You know, the firstborn, he get the top of the line, right? So we're special to the Most High God. The Black, Hispanic, and Native American, we are the Israelites, right? Can you say that? Say I'm an Israelite. From what tribe? Oh, praises! Right, you got a fire? Oh, praise. Definitely. I encourage you, you know, we got the YouTube channel, email. If you got questions, reach out, man. We out here for you. I got out of bed for you, to talk to you.
That's right.
You know? I ain't get out of bed for them. I got out of bed for her. Right, that sister right there.
That's right.
Him, I didn't get out of bed. I got out of bed to talk to you, man. So much love, King. You stay safe, all right? You royalty.
I be blessed, King.
All praise to the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Good.
That's a king right there.
Good.
Right? Give me the book.
Barbara Shaw.
Barbara Shaw. Give me the book. Romans 12:2. Come. I fell in love with that precept again.
Come.
Right? Because as a nation of people, like I said, you know, like all y'all brothers been saying, we follow everything.
That's right.
Except the things we need to be following.
That's right,
Like if this, like I said, if celebrities started following this truth, like Kyrie, I know the brother Omega, right, in HOY, he came into the truth because of that.
That's
Kyrie.
right.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So what's going on, sister? How you feeling, sister? I know you're on the phone.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Right,
up,
but
what's up,
if
sister? How you
following
doing?
the Most High was cool and everybody did it, there would be no chosen people. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, we're literally at the top of the line. But like the brother says, this is an elite thing to be a part of, you know, coming into this truth. For the Most High to choose you of all people, right? To come into this truth and wanting to serve the Most High God. Something a lot of people don't want to do or care to do, especially on the weekend. You know, brothers get paid on Friday. You know where that check is going for the average typical man. You know? So, you know, to be able to come and do the work and to save up your money to see your brothers, man, that's a beautiful thing, right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse number 2.
Bring it out.
And be not conformed.
Be not what?
Be not conformed.
It says be not conformed, right? When you conform, you just following everything that what's it called, mainstream, right? You listen to all the music that's being pushed out there to destroy our people, right? I'm like, they don't listen to that.
That's
They're
right.
not trying to further destroy their own people. As bad as they are, they're not trying to purposely destroy their own people.
That's right.
Our people, we listen to that, we kind of share it, we kind of pass it on, we hype it up on social media, right? Music that's destroying our people, man. Can't get mad when a so-called one of these rappers out here gets shot, right? So you know, we can't be conformed to the ways of this world.
To this world, but be ye transformed.
Right? We got to be transformed.
That's right.
Like a butterfly, you know, a caterpillar goes into the cocoon phase.
That's right.
It's you know, doing its thing for that time. And it comes out as a butterfly,
That's
man.
right.
It got the wings coming out. That thing, it ain't on the ground no more.
That's
that
right.
thing in the air flying. What's going on, King? How you feeling? No, you good.
You
go
good,
up there,
you
go up
good.
there. Right? But that thing is not on the ground no more. He's flying.
That's right.
You go through a transformation, a metamorphosis.
That's right.
Right?
Conformed by the renewing of your mind.
Your mind has to be renewed.
That's right.
You have to come into this thing with a sincere and contrite heart, right? What's going on, King? You go through. You got some time on you, though?
I'm sorry, man.
What you doing? What you doing?
Keep doing whatever you're doing, though.
Hey, how you know what we doing, though?
I don't know, but God bless you.
I got a question.
Where you see yourself on that side?
What if I was a Satanist? Would you say the same thing?
Hey,
Well, he ain't wrong. He said, "God bless you." I'll take it, I guess.
I won't have him.
Yeah. All praises, though. You know.
Renewing of your mind.
Right, so your mind has to be renewed and altered for you to want to do these things. We have to be rewired and broken down for us to understand how precious it is for us to be in this truth.
That's
you got
right.
a lot of family, they come in this thing, they're very mighty, they're very powerful and strong, and then, you know, months down the line, they might stop reading for one day. 2 days go by, a week, right? Next thing you know, they don't care about the Bible. They're cursing
right.
the Bible.
That's right.
They say, I don't want to say it, you know. They're cursing God, right? They're burning their fringes, right? I've seen it happen, man. It's
That's
a scary
right.
thing. And to know that those brothers might not come back into
That's
the
right.
truth is a scary thing. So it's very precious that we have this. Hope that, I know we're doing a lot of holding, but Romans 6 and verse 1. Like my brother Ezra brought out, man. We can't frustrate the grace.
That's right.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin?
What's going on, King? I like your shirt, bro. And can we chop it up for a sec? I don't like this shirt. All right. Say something about the yeah. Well, yeah, he take the shoes personally. That's a serious offense, man.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin?
Right? Shall we continue in sin? What's going on, King? Shall we continue in sin
that grace may abound?
That we could just, well, I got all the time in the world.
That's right.
I'm real tired. I don't really feel like reading tonight. It can hold on till tomorrow.
That's right.
And I'm not going to act like I don't do that.
That's right.
We all fall victim to that. That's temptation.
Right. That's right.
The enemy sometimes gets the best of the flesh.
That's right.
It's not a peach walk, whatever they say. It's not an easy walk. What's going on, family? How y'all feeling? Can we chop it up for a sec? Are y'all late? All right. We all God's chosen people, all right? Right? But we all go through this, right? So it's something that we got to really examine, 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Something that we got to examine amongst ourselves and purge out. That's that old level. What you got, kid? Let's see who get it first. Oh, praise to the Most High. Yeah.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Sisters? I know y'all got the baby with y'all. Y'all got 1 second? Come cool off. No cool off. It's a hot girl song.
Examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith, prove your own selves.
It says what?
Prove your own selves.
This is a commandment. We're told to examine ourselves.
That's
the things
right.
that you've been going through this week. It's been hard to abstain from the bottle, right? It's been hard to get those thoughts out of your head. We can't say that we perfect and we don't go through that, right? Christ had to restrain himself at times. That was a perfect man, of course, but we understand if we all going through the same thing, then it had to be hard for Christ to go through the things he went through.
That's right.
Right?
Know ye not your own selves?
Right? We know our own selves. Right? Jeremiah knows himself better than I know him.
That's right.
I know myself better than Josiah knows me.
That's right.
Right? Brothers can see each other every day. Brothers know what brothers go through.
That's right.
But nobody knows you better than yourself.
That's right.
And the Most High and the angels, of course.
That's right.
Right? So you got to look within yourself and see, dang, where am I really falling short at?
That's right.
Why can't I read? Why can't I focus? Why can't I concentrate? Why can't I study? Why am I not in the spirit no more?
That's right.
Because the Lord gives us signs before people bug out. Keep going.
How that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is in you,
Right?
except you be reprobate.
Except you be what?
Except you be reprobate.
Except you fall away from the truth. Y'all come through if y'all waiting, I don't think they need it. What have you holding, King? Time. It's all right. Let's get. Yeah, you go back to 12.
You got 38, King. 38.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, be the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
It's a living sacrifice to overcome sin, right? Like I said, it's a battle between the flesh and the spirit. Jump down to verse 3.
How you doing, sister? You good?
It's a battle.
You good?
You got a minute? Oh, praise. I like the hat. Check us out. Check us out. No. We're not
we're not
religious either.
religious.
I just want to show you one thing. I promise. So, I'm gonna give you a breakdown of why we're up here, right? You ain't got to get the scripture. Watch this. We are here to tell our people this is not a book of religion. This is a book of our ancestors. This is a book of Black history, Hispanic and Native American history, right? I used to be a Christian. I used to be in the church. I had to get out of that. They wasn't teaching what this Bible is teaching. When you read for yourself, it says something completely different. We on the same page, right? Can I show you one thing? All praises. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4. Right? It's that simple, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna overcomplicate it like they do.
That's right.
That's how the Most High is. He don't overcomplicate. It's simple.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse number 4.
This is the premise why we're out here.
And thou, even thyself.
So we're out here to tell you, even myself, because I had to learn this too, the same way you learn it, from brothers teaching the Bible, right? So even yourself, myself, him, everybody, every Black, Hispanic, and Native American you see on this sign right here, right?
shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Right? We discontinue from our heritage. I got a question, right? I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I know you want to run, but what are we called as black people today? Yeah, like if you go to a job and they now check this out, right? What is this? The frame. My bad. I should have made that clear. What is the frame color? It's black, right? Where is Africa at? Is Africa in America? Is it across the ocean? How can we be from both? Why are we called both?
Because they know that we migrated from there. And I know that
Hey, all praises.
in regards to King James
Yep.
and how he on bullshit.
Hold on.
Bring that out, huh?
Because we're gonna get to that, you know.
I already know.
But
I know. I've been
check this out.
Bring that out, huh?
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
in the story of Jesus, right? That's the name of the ship, right?
No.
What was it called?
I'm gonna explain all this to you, but you gotta have time for me. You can't walk away.
I got to
Okay. Check this out. Then I'm gonna do a lightning round, okay? So number one, the reason why we ask for your skin tone is because we're called black, but the Bible called us Israelites. That's number one. That's strike one. Strike two, right? King James, he was the king of Scotland, right? That's actually one of our forefathers. They say he was gay, he was a pedophile. That's not the same man, right? That's what you heard, right? But where did you learn that from? Internet. Now, internet, anybody can say anything on the internet. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if King James, if he's a homosexual, right, and he helped wrote the book, right, why would he put Leviticus 18 and 22?
Where it tells us not to do that. You see what I'm saying?
It tells us not to do that.
I mean, it's man-made.
No. True. But everything you see is man-made.
Or maybe that was the take that shit about people, whatever the hell they had going on.
Now this is the thing. King James, he didn't write the Bible. Now,
It's just a version of it, I know.
yeah. So what happened is, let me see your Bible real quick. You see where it says Deuteronomy, and then you jump and you got books like 1 Samuel. You had men writing these books. I'm gonna use this example. Let's say the Ferris wheel kind of comes off the hinges a little bit, and somebody called the news, and the news showed up, and they reported on it, right? 6 months down the line, how do we know that the Ferris wheel came off the hinges? The news, right? So the way we know that the Bible, the things written in the Bible are true and real is number one, there's many reasons, but number one, archaeology. Two, prophecy, because there's things written that said that was going to happen, like us going into slavery on slave ships, that actually happened, right? And number three, because they wrote the things down during that time to be passed down to later generations, right? It's just like a family heirloom, it's being passed down, right? So King James, even though he has a lot of allegations, those aren't true, right? It's a lot of ways we could go into it, but I know you want to run, right?
I want to know what's the real purpose of y'all being out here.
Oh, praises.
Good
Let me
question.
let you know.
Good
Let me do
question.
it on me 10 and 12.
Like, without that.
Now, I,
What's our real purpose of being out here? I'm only asking
Yeah.
because I see
no, I love that. Now, I'm going to tell you why we use the Bible, right? And everything. The reason why we use the Bible and everything is because from reading for myself, I know that everything that the Bible has said has come true, right? And the only way that we can understand, okay, we might say, or a lot of our people say, well, the stuff in that Bible is not real, but when we ask them, okay, point to something that's like a hypocrisy or a contradiction, and they can't point it out, and all answers lead back to the scriptures, that's why we say, you know, everything we speak comes out of the Bible. That's number one. But I could tell you why. The reason why we tell our people, you know, or why we're out here, is because our people don't know who they are. Like I said, I asked you, remember that question I asked you? I said, what's your nationality that they call you? They call us African American, right? That's a whole ocean away. They call us black. Why are we called black? But the Chinese man, he knows all his dynasties 6 generations ago. But I only know who my grandfather is and nobody before him. How?
we already know that because we already know they stripped away our land.
Exactly, but check this out. The Bible,
They don't really know what they call it
Ex-
because they know they fucked up.
hold on. But they know. Check this out. The Bible, give me proverb and a byword. Can I use the Bible? Right? That's why we out here. I'm gonna show you something. It's actually on our people, curses that's on the people. That explains a lot of the things or reasons that we go through the things we go through, right? Why we're the only people getting shot in the streets. Why we went through 7 major captivities. America wasn't our first captivity, right? But it's the last one, right? The things that's written, the things that we go through, is all because of the same reason. Because we fell away from our heritage because we didn't keep the commandments. Stay with me. I know it might, you might not believe me right now, but just feel me out.
No, it's not me.
Yeah, I know.
I know you probably didn't say that, but I'm a person who like I understand.
Okay, all praises. Okay, I'm gonna show you this.
I've read. I'm not gonna say I read all the Bible, but it's a parts in there that just really fucked up that I just could not get down with. So I'm just a spiritual
Okay.
person. I don't really read the Bible mainly because it's the same story of horrors and ISIS, and that's the story of right?
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Right, it's hot. It's on the equator, right?
So when you think about it, it's like, okay, yes, I get it. Israelites, that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't understand why they do call us something. I wish they would tell the truth about every fucking thing, and they're just not. So all I can say is that because I feel like there's just so many damn religions out there and so many things saying damn stories.
Yeah.
I just rather be spiritual. I know
How y'all doing?
I understand that. I totally understand that.
positive light,
Mhm.
manifestation, and that's just how I live.
I feel you on that. All praises. Okay, so we're on the same page. So check me out now, right? I'm gonna make it quick. You kind of check it. 2 minutes. Okay. No. I feel you. What time is it? 7:46. Okay. So I'm gonna touch on 2 of the points you brought out, just to make it quick. The first point is you were asking. Okay, we're not really asking, but you were saying, why are we called the things that we're being called, or why are these things only happening to us? They know their history. They know the things that they went through. How are we the only people that don't know? Check this out. I'm gonna answer it with the Bible though. Just see my point of view. Give me start at verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
Now I know the Bible. The words kind of old, right? I'm gonna break it down. He's saying this is going to happen in the future, right?
It shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right? If you don't listen to what God tells you to do, and this is not just talking about me, it's talking about all of us as a nation, right? By and large. It's saying if we don't do the things that the Lord told us to do, what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Which he told us to do all those years ago. If we don't do them, what's going to happen?
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So from that point on, this whole entire chapter is nothing but curses that the Lord put on us because we didn't want to listen to what he told us to do. Now check this out.
Yes.
Right, because we never got it right. Think about this. Do you have any kids? I know you might think, that's messed up, but think about when your kids, you got a brand new house, right? And your kids, they bust out the Crayolas and they start drawing all over the walls and you tell them to stop. You give them room to stop. You get a couple of days go by, right? Every single day they drawing on the walls. Permanent marker, you can't get it off. It's a deposit you put on the house that you're not getting back, right? They still messing up the walls to the point where they got upstairs and messed up the walls. So over time, of course, you're gonna, it's gonna irritate you to the point where you're like, I gotta whip these kids. No, it's an example though.
I know, but I'm saying like curses.
But check this out.
I'm living my life right
Now listen, hold on, check me out though. I feel you on that. But we do things, back in the day, we did things together as a nation. One nation, right? That's how everybody was, right? You said what?
I promise I'm hearing you.
Yeah. I just gotta, get my point across, right? But you have America, the great melting pot, everybody comes here, right? But back then, we did everything together. Everybody did. All the nations stuck together, right? So now, since we're all here together, we're in the mindset of, well, it's just me. We don't think as a mindset of we're in this together as a nation.
Do that because the white people came in and introduced fucking violence and acting this way and having to survive this way because they instilled that in there. So how do you?
But that's one of the curses because we didn't
How y'all
listen.
doing,
But check this out.
Y'all got one
You said I
minute
got
for the
30 seconds. I'm just,
It's probably 10 seconds now.
hold on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And it reads, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Astonishment, proverb, and a byword, right? A proverb is something that somebody calls you that's going to make you wonder, well, damn, what the hell is that? Right? That's like being called a spick or a nigger. What the hell is a spick and a nigger? Right? That's like being called a bad bitch. Right? That's like being called a thought. Right? That's a byword. That's something that you're not called, or that's not your name. They're being called out of your name. Right? The Lord said that's a curse on our people because we didn't want to listen to what we were instructed to do. Right? Keep going.
Among all nations.
And now everybody's going to see that. Right? The white people, they're going to see that, oh, those white people, they call each other's niggas and spicks. I could call them a nigga. Right? They call themselves thoughts and whores and bad bitches and hot girls, some of this and that. I could start doing that to them. To where these nations, they look at us as a insignificant people. Right? Going?
Whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Right? And the places that we were going to go, the curses was going to follow. So that's one of the things, right, that I'm trying to wrap it up, that we come out here to tell our people is that these things are on us for a reason, right? We're not just called niggas and go through the things that we go through for no reason, right? The Lord put it on us to teach us a lesson so that we come back, right, to who we were. Not just so we could continue in being in sin, right, but that we could come back and doing what he wanted to do, right? It's not a religion, right? It's a bloodline, our heritage, right? Our culture and tradition, right? Shaking our ass, right? Not saying that you do that or anything, right? But shaking ass, they say it's for the culture. Right, twerking, right, freaknik. Those are not a part of our culture, right? Those are things that the world put on us, and now we're labeled and known for doing those things. You see what I'm saying? So, you say what? Yeah, hip hop, right? Rap used to be rhythm and poetry, right? Now it's just freak stuff. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's not. The concert I'm getting ready to go to will tell you different.
Who performing? And who else? Oh, that's it?
That's all we heard.
Oh, well, all praise to the Most High, right? But I'm saying as a nation.
I know you will keep going.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm just only here to question.
I got a question. Last one. Are you going to look into what we're talking about on the flyer? Okay, that's all I want. That's all I want from you. All praise.
Hey, be
all right,
safe,
stay
sis.
safe. Right? Don't get, I'm about to say don't get roofie. I don't know. Lord willing, he's not going off because I said all praises. Lord willing, he's not one of them jakes. That you might, brother, look him up. Right? Larry who? Damn Larry. Larry in Atlanta. Lord willing, Larry in Atlanta is not going off, man, because I kind of told the sister all praises and stay safe at that concert. Right? But with that, we're going to wrap this thing up. All praise to the Most High for giving us the sheep that he gave us, moving us to the place we need to be. Kwame Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.